gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time!
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing chilling. Got a real good card ahead of us.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too. Ready to get into it?
Let's get into it. We have UFC 308 coming from Abu Dhabi live tomorrow morning. Prelim start at 10:30. What's your expectations for this card?
It's gonna be a history-making moment. Not to try to just talk smack because I'm doing a podcast for this card, but honestly, I feel like this is on paper as far as the main event and co-main event. This is the best matched card if you just take those two fights that we've had all year. Because you got Matt Holloway coming off the BMF belt at UFC 300 against Ilya the Matador Topuria, and then you got Khamzat versus Bobby Knuckles. So I feel like both of those matchups together, you can't get better than that.
Yeah, you know how they like to do these Abu Dhabi cards. I will say that the Holloway and Topuria has fight of the year potential. Excuse me, definitely one of the most anticipated fights. But without any other hesitation, unless you got anything else to add, let's jump right into it.
Let's do it.
I'm so excited I can't even talk. So, to kick off the prelims at 10:30 a.m., we got Renat the Gladiator Fakhretdinov versus Carlos the Lion Leal. Carlos Leal making his UFC debut. Fakhretdinov is 22-1-1, 11 KOs, 6 subs, 13 first-round finishes. Carlos Leal is 25-5 with 10 KOs and 2 subs, 9 first-round finishes. So this fight has the potential to definitely be over with in the first round. I can see Fakhretdinov definitely using his grappling. I don't know too much about Leal. Never seen him fight. But that being said, I'm going to go with Renat Fakhretdinov for a second round sub or just a ground and pound for 3 straight rounds.
Fakhretdinov should win this fight on paper, but I got a little insider knowledge. Carlos Leal, the Leon, he's from down here. He trained at ATT, and I actually worked with his brother. So I'm gonna pick with my heart here, and I've been told that he's been training and he's been busting his ass in the gym, and he's finna be real impressive in this fight. Um, so I'm going with Carlos Leon Leal to win this fight with a big upset.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And I'm definitely be pulling for him too.
Hey man, you can try to see if you can get him on the show.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think he speaks any English at all.
Oh, okay. That's all right. We'll get Trevor to translate. Yeah, Renat, I have seen him gas out in fights before. I think it was the Nicholas Dalby fight.
Yeah.
He ended up gassing out, and Nicholas Dalby came back to win. Shout out to Nicholas Dalby, aka Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yep. All right. Anything else on this one, bro?
No, sir. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, we have Ishmael Naurdiev versus Blindado Bruno Silva. Ishmael Naurdiev is 23-7, 12 KOs, 6 submissions, 15 first round finishes. Bruno Silva 2011 with all 20 fights, all 20 wins, I should say, coming by KO. 14 of those in the first round. So we got a total of 29 first round finishes between the two of these guys.
Oof.
That's a theme that I noticed throughout this card. Bruno Silva, I feel like, is a very streaky fighter. He gave Alex Pereira hell, and then he lost to his most recent loss, I believe, was to Shara Bullet, who was also on this card. What's up, Lucas? What's going on?
Yo, what's up, dog? Yo, yeah, that's my coworker.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, we Bruno Silva has been on a little slide lately. I don't know too much about Ishmael Naurdiev, but if I was just gonna go with the known commodity, I would pick Bruno Silva. But considering that he's been on the slide lately, I'm gonna have to go with the Moroccan here, Ishmael Naurdiev.
Hey, bro, I know you seen the weigh-ins. They had a pretty intense stare down.
Yeah, they was head to head, face to face, nose to nose.
Yeah, I like Bruno Silva. He like kind of. I would say he's a. I would say he's a UFC vet. But I feel like Naurdiev, he just got a little bit more. I would say more gas under his fire, a little bit more dog in him, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's just finna come out guns blazing. I feel like it's gonna be a very entertaining fight. I'm gonna pick him maybe by third round TKO or something like that, but I definitely see him winning this fight. I feel like it's gonna be very entertaining too, possibly fight of the night.
Yeah, if not fight of the night, it may be KO of the night. I do feel like this is a kill or be killed fight. Like I said, 29 first round finishes between the two of them, so I'm definitely expecting fireworks. Let's go! I'm getting hyped already.
Yeah, I know. Another thing I realized too, we got no women on this card.
Yeah, I think that's a Saudi thing.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't never remember them when they are Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I said Saudi, but they're Abu Dhabi. I don't ever remember them having women on any of those cards.
I got to check and see because I was thinking about it too, and I'm not sure either myself.
But for all you horn dogs out there, they still got ring card girls. Next up, in the featherweight bout, we have Farret, ferocious Basharat, brother of what is it? Javid.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
they look. Go ahead.
Yeah, they almost look like twins, right?
Yeah, bro. I was in Publix and I seen them, and I thought I was seeing like a doppelganger. A doppelganger. I had to do a double take. They look just alike, like same mannerism, same everything, but they look just alike.
Yeah. So we got him coming in sporting a 12-0 record, 1 KO, 6 subs, 3 finishes in the first round. And he is faking Victor Striker Hugo, who's coming in at 25-4 with 7 KOs and 10 subs. He got 12 first round finishes though. That being said, I'm I'm going with Farret Basharat. When I saw the odds earlier, it was minus 700. I just feel like he's a very well-rounded fighter. Sometimes I feel like he doesn't fight to finish; he just fights to win. But he seems extremely technical. He's pretty fast. I think Victor Hugo is going to be a little reckless. Like I said, what impressed me about both Basharat brothers is they're extremely well-rounded. They got the striking, they got the grappling. Clinch work is pretty good, but I did see Javid break, and I can't remember who he was fighting, but I feel like he was undefeated as well. I saw him lose his oath. I felt like just based off of what I saw, he wasn't really used to being a nail. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I don't know what that says about Farret, a whole different person. So I'm going with Farret for the W here. I like him to win by decision.
Yeah, this one is a pretty simple one for me. The odds are very accurate in my opinion. Even though I would say he's a point fighter, like you say, you don't really go for the finish as much as you would like, but to me, he's still entertaining because of his well-roundedness, and I can appreciate a technician inside the ring. You know,
absolutely.
So I do have a lot of respect for him in his game. Training out of ATT down here in South Florida, I'm definitely going with Farret to win this fight. I don't know if you're going to do it by KO or sub or by decision, but I give Victor Hugo very little chance to win this fight.
Yeah, me too. I feel like the Basharat brothers, both of them, like they get in trouble on the feet, they can take it to the ground. I like the way they blend their strikes along with their takedowns, and it's not just they use all their weapons: punches, kickers, punches, kicks, takedowns, knees, elbows.
To answer your question, his brother Javid was he lost to Zabi, the Zabi brother.
Zabi, you're right. You're absolutely right. Anything else you want to add on this one?
No.
All right, so we can move on to the next fight in the heavyweight division. We have the African Savage, Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Chris Beast Boy Barnett.
Can I go first on this one?
Go ahead.
I'm kind of confused on why the odds are the way it is. Chris Barnett, you know, he's very entertaining. He was even pretty entertaining during the weigh-ins, but I was interested to see this weigh-in in particular because I wanted to see how Nzechukwu's body was going to look moving up to heavyweight, you know, because he weighed in at 241 pounds. So that means that from his last fight to now, he put on 41 pounds. Or
he 31 pound weight.
Yeah, 36 pounds. You know what I mean? And when I seen him, he didn't look really ripped or whatever. He just looked, you know. So what lets me know he previously has been cutting a lot of weight to get to light heavyweight. You know, maybe he is a natural heavyweight, but he's more well-rounded than Chris Barnett. But for some reason, I just feel like Barnett going to take this fight for some reason. I would say on paper, yeah, Kennedy should win, and I can understand being a favorite, but minus 750, I feel like that's pretty high. I don't know, but I got Chris Barnett winning this fight.
Yeah, this fight was moved from the card a couple weeks ago because Chris Barnett got stuck in Tampa due to the hurricane and whatnot. Chris Barnett is very explosive, extremely deceptively athletic, I should say. He can throw flying knees, spinning heel kicks. Very entertaining fighter. He's gonna go for it. Kennedy Nzechukwu, sometimes I feel like he fight like he don't really like care. Like he'll sit there, plot for it, and sometimes he gotta get hurt to wake up. Yeah, I do think the odds are extremely skewed in this one right here. I don't think he should be that much of a favorite. If anything, I think this is a 50-50 fight. I would have saw the odds at like 110, minus 110 for both guys. Nzechukwu is 12-5 with 8 KOs, 2 of them in the first round. Chris Barnett, 23-8, 18 KOs, 8 of them in the first round. That being said, I'm gonna go with Beast Boy to get the finish. I feel like his experience is gonna get him through it, and I can see him landing something explosive and hurting Nzechuku. And once Nzechuku get hurt, I feel like that's what's gonna bring out the dog in him. So I feel like they just gonna go balls to the wall, and I feel like Chris Barnett might get the finish. I could see him melting.
Whoa, for real? I thought you was gonna pick Nzechuku. I was pretty convinced on that.
Nah, I'm going Beast Boy.
Hey, but look, I pulled up this stat just so everybody can see. Kennedy is 6'5" against 5'9". Now that might be a huge issue, bro. And look at the reach advantage: 83 versus 75.
I could see Beast Boy trapping him up against the cage though.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna bet on this fight, the best way to go would be the over under on the number of rounds.
What would you choose?
I would choose over 1.5. They got the round line set at 1.5. I would choose over.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that.
Next up, in the middleweight division, we have Abus Nurmagomedov, sporting a record of 26, 6-1, 14 knockouts, 6 submissions, 15 first round finishes, versus Bruno the Hulk Ferreira, who is 12-1 with 9 KOs and 3 subs, 10 first round finishes. So again, between the two of them, we got 25 first round finishes. Abus, ever since the Sean Strickland fight, I just really don't have no faith in him. And I feel like he is definitely.
Bro, you got to explain to the fans what happened in that fight for the people who don't know.
Abus Nurmagomedov was highly touted. He was supposed to be the next big thing. He came in against Sean Strickland. He beat up Sean Strickland for a good 4 minutes and then poked him in the eye. He tried to finish Sean Strickland. I say the whole 5 minutes, the whole round. He tried to finish Sean, couldn't get him out of there. Second round, gas tank empty. Sean Strickland came back and melted him up against the cage. He has won since then, but it's just like, I don't know, like ever since that fight, that's just imprinted in my brain. And Bruno Ferreira, on the other hand, throws bombs. His UFC debut, took a fight on short notice, knocked out RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez. His last fight, I can't remember who he knocked out, but he was being the nail, as I said before.
I got you. Don't worry.
And all right, so who was it? Let me know. Throw that name out there.
Dustin Stolfoots.
Yep, that's exactly hot sauce.
Yeah.
And he knocked him out with something brutal. I can't even remember what it was. Goodness. I don't remember if it was a spinning back fist or an elbow.
Bro, it was a spinning elbow, and then Stolfoots, he staggered, and like he stopped. And Bruno wanted the ref to stop the fight, and I guess Stolfoots was still standing there, so he caught him again, and he just like stiffened him and just dropped him. It was pretty nasty.
Yeah, so for all those reasons, I mean, Ferreira definitely not going to have the reach advantage, but I feel like he's used to that. He's pretty explosive. And even though he carries a lot of muscle, his cardio seems to always be reliable, because that was like late in the third round. So I'm going with Bruno Ferreira.
Yeah, you see he's an underdog too, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking Bruno in this fight. My brother laid it out perfectly. We watch a lot of fights, and certain times a certain fighter may do a certain thing. They just get etched in our memory. Get Greg Hardy with the inhaler. Rocky with the I don't want to do this. I don't want to be in there no more. You know, and a boost with this.
No. She never said that.
What did she say?
She said, "I want to be done."
I want to be done. There you go. Bruno Ferreira, he is a monster, straight up monster. In his 13 fights, win or lose, out of 13 fights, only two fights have made it out of the first round. Only 2. He's 12-1, 9 KOs. He's on a 2-fight winning streak. His last 2 fights, he stopped the person in the first round. Phil Hawes, that was a nasty knockout, stiffened him up. And then he followed that up with a knockout of Dustin Stolfoots, you know. So I just feel like he's always in there, kill or be killed. You know what I mean? His last 8 fights haven't made it out of the first round. So I'm picking Bruno to finish him in the first round with a KO, and he gonna stun the crowd, have them silent.
Yep, we on the same side with that one. Hey, one thing you did not do on the last show is you didn't show the updated standings.
Okay, I got
Let
you.
me know that I'm kicking your ass right now.
You ain't kicking my ass. You are winning a little bit, but you ain't kicking my ass.
But yeah, man. Everybody who watching, please like, subscribe. Everybody on Twitter, what's up? Appreciate y'all tuning in. If you could be so kind as to jump over to YouTube, like, subscribe. If not, then hey, just enjoy the show. Next up in the catchweight bout, they fighting at 165. I couldn't find the backstory on that, but we have Mataus Rebeski versus the one, the only Motorbek Orolbai. I am a big fan of Motorbek Orolbai. He has a record of 13, 3-1, 6 KOs, 5 subs, 7 first round finishes. So that's a little more than half of his wins come in the first round. Mataus Rebeski, he's also a highly touted guy. He's 19-2, 9 subs. No, I'm sorry, 9 KOs, 7 subs, 10 first round finishes. So out of his 19 wins, he has 16 out of his 16 finishes out of his 19 wins. His last fight, however, was when he picked up that second loss. He went against is it Cesar Ferreira?
Yeah.
Cesar Ferreira lumped him up pretty nice. I wish I would have sent you that picture of him in the hospital so you could have threw it up real quick. But this is going to be a grappler's delight. Both men have strong grappling. I feel like it's mostly a matter of whoever goes for the takedown first. I'm pretty interested in this fight. It's kind of weird to me that it's at a catchweight. But I'm going Motorbek Orolbai for this win right here. I feel like he's going to shoot first, and once he gets him to the ground, he'll be able to maintain. But I'm interested to see the scrambles. I feel like whoever scrambled the most and whoever got the most cardio is going to win this fight. The reason why I say the cardio is because when it comes to the grappling and the wrestling and both of them fight at a high pace, I feel like that tires you out more than the striking. So I feel like whoever has the bigger gas tank is going to win this fight. But I may be picking with my heart when I pick Motorbek Orolbai.
Orolbai is on an 8-fight win streak, hasn't lost in 3 years. I would say that he's well-rounded. Out of 13 wins, he got 6 KOs, 5 submissions. I think he's the better fighter here. I'm definitely picking him to win. He's one of those guys that I'm gonna ride him out until I see him lose. I'm not gonna pick against him.
Yeah,
It's just that simple. So I'm going Orolbai in this one. I don't know how he's gonna get it done. He's also a well-rounded one, so he can get it done by a KO, sub, or he can just beat the hell out of him for 3 rounds. You know, I'm not sure, but I don't see him losing this fight, and I definitely got him winning this fight.
I think it will be closely contested, only because of the cardio thing. I did see Orolbai fade in his last fight. He still pulled off the W, but it was kind of iffy.
Like you said, we also got to see. We don't know if one of the fighters was about to miss weight or something, or miss weight, or we don't know the backstory to why.
It's a catchweight, right?
Catchweight, yeah. Because that could play a factor too. Maybe one of them was sick and couldn't cut the weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know. That's very interesting. That would actually kind of influence my pick if I heard the backstory. Next up, in the welterweight division, we got number 10, Hands of Steel, Jeff Neal versus ranked number 15, former UFC lightweight champ, RDA Rafael Dos Anjos. Jeff Neal coming in with a 15-6 record, 9 KOs, 2 subs. Rafael Dos Anjos, who turns 40 tomorrow, so he's fighting on his birthday, is 36-16. I'm sorry, 32-16, 5 KOs, 11 subs. Basically, the way I see this fight going down is in with the new, out with the old. I think RDA's only path to victory is to get a takedown and look for a sub. Definitely a grappling ace. He's really well rounded, and it's crazy to me how he can still get it done at a higher weight class in his 40s. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really say he slowed down so much as the game has caught up to him. Because I don't see that big of a drop off in skills. Jeff Neal, he is on a 2-fight losing streak. His last fight, he lost to
Ian Gary, yeah,
decision, and before that, he lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov, and that was a great fight. He gave Shavkat all he could handle. I think that was probably Jeff Neal's best performance, considering who Shavkat is, even though he lost. But I'm going with Jeff Neal here. I just feel like he has really good takedown defense, and he does have a bit of a size advantage, and I just feel like he got too much power in his hands. I don't think he's going to get the finish, and if he does get the finish, then that would probably be the first time in a while I saw RDA get the finish. I mean, he's pretty durable, you get what I'm saying? So I'll be surprised if he get the finish, but I do see him winning this fight, and I would even put money on it.
I'm not as convinced as you are, but I am going to pick Jeff Neal here. I want to put money on this fight. Part of me do want to pick RDA, but I just feel like I don't see Neal losing 3 fights in a row. I got too much respect for him. You know what I'm saying? And the 2 people he lost to, like, they're no slouches. He lost to Rakhmonov and Ian Gary, so it's no knock on him for that. Do you think that this fight will stay standing, bro, or no?
Yeah, I think so. I think RDA will try to take it down a couple of times, but I don't know because RDA got really good timing with his takedowns. He'll make you think he's striking because he'll stand with you for a while, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, he'll just shoot a takedown. And I think it catches a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, I could see Jeff Neal getting taken down, but I could also see that him having a good sprawl and not letting RDA get him down.
Beeman, what's up from Chechnya?
Yo, what's up?
You going for tomorrow?
Yeah, but I'm picking Jeff Neal in this fight though. By decision, 1,000% by decision.
All right, so we on the same page on that one. Next up, we have a fight that I feel like is definitely going to be fireworks. It's similar to a fight that we saw earlier because Ebo, the Last Dragon Aslan versus Rafael, the Lion Cerquera is going to be a banger. I don't see this fight going to the judges. Aslan is 13-1, but check this out. 13 wins by knockout.
Let's go.
But check this out.
I love when you say stuff
check
like
this
that.
out, though. 11 of those came in the first round.
Oh, he's a monster.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's a monster.
So then when you look at Rafael Cerquera, he's 11-0 with 8 KOs and 2 subs. So out of his 11 finishes, only one of them went to the judges.
Yo.
And out of those 10 finishes, 8 of them came in the first round. So these guys are at like a 98% finish rate, and 90% of those finishes coming in the first round. I'm not familiar with either fighter, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to sit here and make something up and tell you how I think it's gonna play out. The way I'm gonna pick this fight, I'm gonna go with the Last Dragon just because he has 2 more fights worth of experience, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. But looking at the weigh-ins, I did see that Rafael was the bigger guy. I feel like they put this fight here for a reason. Two basically unknown to me fighters, and I watch a lot of fights. And they're unknown to me, but yet they're the featured prelim, which says everything you need to know. Like matchmaking is not just put this guy versus this guy, and the placement on the card and everything is all strategic. So I feel like it's really an art to it. Ibibin says, today I have a fight. I have a big stress. I can't sleep, brother. 1,000 kilograms MMA. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, good luck. Hey, listen, stay focused. Good luck on your fight. And just put all that behind you. You're gonna do your thing, and we support you here at STS.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you can convert that kg to pounds for me, Ibibin. But definitely hit the like and subscribe. Good luck on your fight. I hope all goes well. I hope you come out healthy with a W at that. And if you ever want to come on, we would love to interview you.
And I also going to say, is there any way that we can watch your fight? If so, put a link in or tell us how we can watch your fight. I support you.
Yeah, let us know the name of the organization. We'll figure it out.
I'm going with Ibo Aslan just because they're both monsters, but his record is more impressive. And also, when I have two fighters that I don't know much about, I heavily rely on the weigh-in. And in the weigh-in, Ibo, I feel like he kind of won the weigh-in stare down, in my opinion.
Who Ibo did?
Yeah.
Yeah, this stare down was kind of heated too, right?
Yep.
It looked pretty intense. I think I can take it. I still train 5 years. I fight only 1 year. 4 years hard training. That's what's up, man.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. Sound like you took your time.
Exactly. It. Yeah.
7-0-1. Nice. So,
all right.
Now we move on to the main card, starting off at 2 p.m. All right, boys, let me hear a 5-leg parlay. Gun to your head. Be honest. All right. 5-leg parlay.
You want to scroll through the fights or no, bro? If you want me to, let me know.
I'm not finna scroll through the fights. I'm gonna go to my app and just read off one of my tickets.
Write a note while you do this. Me and my brother was talking earlier, and Shaga Magomedov, he was never going to be allowed to fight on U.S. soil because he basically is a pirate, has like a glass eye. Oh, I don't think it's a glass eye. He just has an eye that he can't really see out of. So here in the U.S., they won't commission him to fight. So he always fighting over there in Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia. And we had a discussion earlier. Let me see how can I word this? How smart of it is it for the UFC to invest in the guy that's very promising but won't be able to fight here in the US?
Just as smart as it is for them to invest in Khamzat Chimaev, I feel like it is going to be a problem at times, but I feel like it kind of lets me know that either they plan on having way more fights
Rockit
on that side, or either they plan on having way more fights over there in the Middle East, or it's going to be kind of like a weird investment.
Bro, I
get it. You get what I'm saying? But it's just
I don't have that big of an issue if you're gonna tell me that they're gonna have more fights over there. If you're just gonna do one pay-per-view card there a year, or if you're gonna do one in Saudi and one in Abu Dhabi,
And you see they're partnering more with Riyadh season, so
Yeah.
feel like it's highly possible they're gonna do more fights over there. Michael Maloney, Farret Basharat for the W money line. Nzechuku versus Barnett over 1.5 rounds. Motorbik Oralby for the W. Jeff Neal for the W. And then I would go Magomed Ankalaev for the W. Or you can swap out Magomed Ankalaev and put Shara Bullet. But the Shara Bullet fight, I'm not so sure about.
Mike, what's up, Mike? Murr.
What's happening, Secretary of Defense and VP?
You the VP, bro.
Yeah, we just over here being right. That's it. That's all. Yo, last time I won 400 on a round 5 KO max. We doing it again for around 3, 4, 5 KO 25 on that. Let's go, boys. Let's do it. Get that money. Jeff Neal and RDA scare me, but all other options I like. Shara might get nut hugged for a few rounds. Yeah, let's get into that because right now we have Shara Putin Magomedov, aka Shara Bullet, and he is squaring off against Armin Petrosian, Superman. Shara Bullet 14-0, 11 KOs, 7 in the first round. Armin Petrosian 9-3 with 6 KOs and 3 subs. So all of his victories come by KO. Come by finish. The thing is about Shara, a lot of people talk trash about him, but I feel like it's because the hype. He came in as a kickboxing knockout artist, so everybody expected him to knock everybody out. But it just shows that there are levels. That's a different level in the UFC, and MMA is sort of new to him because he hasn't got that finish yet in the UFC. But every single fight is entertaining. I always look at him and I want to fade him, and I want to say, oh, he's a little overrated. He uses his kicks like hands. It's almost like he got like 4 legs in there. I feel like he's shown a weakness on the ground, but good luck getting him there. And even when he's on the ground off his back, he throwing elbows. Like I literally saw him outstrike somebody off his back. So and he looked like he get gassed, but he don't fight like it. It's weird. Like he's definitely got a weird style that stands out. You see him fight one time, you'll never forget it because it's weird. He awkward. I do feel like sometimes he kind of struggled with southpaws a little bit. Armin Petrosian can switch stances. Also a good kickboxer. They do keep setting him up with. They repeatedly set him up with strikers. I feel like they're doing that for a reason. I do like Shara Bullet in this fight, but if Armin Petrosian can walk him down and get him up against the fence and go orthodox, I can see him landing some knees to the body, maybe some uppercuts, possibly get him in the Muay Thai clinch. I feel like this is definitely Shara's biggest test, but if I had to bet, I would say that I think he's going to pass it. Sometimes I know Armin Petrosian probably. I can't say he won't grapple because I would have said Francis wasn't going to grapple, and look what he did. But if he grapples, it's something that he's doing specifically for this fight. Yeah, he got those 3 subs, but it's most likely he's going to keep it striking. This should be a kickboxing fight in a cage with MMA gloves on, and I favor Shara Bullet in that.
Petrosian should grapple because if he keep it standing, I think he finna get done in.
Yeah, he should.
I was listening to some analysts break down this fight, and they were saying that this is going to be a striker's delight because they're going to keep it standing. And I'm not so convinced that Armin's going to keep it standing. I know he can, and he's he's not a bad striker, but I just feel like his best path to victory would be to clinch him up and try to take him down. And like my brother said, even if you do take Shara Bullet down, he's not going to just lay there. You know what I mean? Which is a huge pet peeve of mine. Huge pet peeve. But I got Shara Bullet winning this by decision. It's going to be a close fight. I don't think he's going to finish Armin. I would like for him to, but I think it's going to be a close fight. And also, on another thing to like about Sharp Bullet, he's never flat-footed. He always bouncing, and he always like on the tip of his toe.
Yeah, he come out with that karate style. You breaking it up a little bit, bro. Mike said, as you flipping should. Team Right run this. Damn right we do. Michael Maloney also, it's an Abu. So any close fights with our boys, we might lose to a trash decision. Like I van see if Rob and Khamzat, like I can see if Rob and Khamzat had a close fight, it's going to Chimaev or Brody. I can just feel that coming. Yeah, I can see that too, actually. You're right. I didn't even think about that. I did not think about that at all, but you got a good point. But shit, my parlay is already in, so I had one parlay, man. The Vikings busted my parlay before the fights even started. I'm like, God damn. On a no call on the face mask. That's another story for another day. Maloney say Pirate gonna get him in the clinch. Ibibin, yo brother, you want to watch my last fight clip? And I don't know, maybe rate it? Of course. Yeah, I'm definitely down to do that. Like I said, we'd love to have you on. Michael Maloney, how did you guys feel about Ige? I truly believe in him. This fight, I know Lerone is nice, but he did get mopped up by Barboza, and Ige hit hard. Oh, you know what? Hey, that should be the fifth leg on that parlay, because let's get into it. Perfect timing. See how he be throwing us alley-oops? So I'm going to say Lerone the Miracle Murphy versus 50K Dan Ige. Lerone Murphy, 14-0-1, 7 KOs, 6 in the first round. Dan Ige is 18-8, 6 KOs, 5 subs, 7 first round finishes. Dan Ige definitely got the power. But in my opinion, Lerone Murphy is a lock for the W. I feel like he's faster. He definitely has the reach advantage, and he's way more technical. Dan Ige sometimes seems like knock out a bust. I'm a big Dan Ige fan. Much respect to Dan Ige taking the fight on Diego Lopez on like 4 hours notice, 3 hours notice, something like that. He definitely saved that card. But I got Lerone Murphy. I feel like Lerone Murphy is just going to out-technical him. He's going to keep his distance, stay at range. He's really crafty. I feel like he got the speed advantage. He's good at switching stances, and I see him and his footwork giving Dan Ige problems. Ige could land that one power shot, so I would say he has a puncher's chance, but I definitely like Lerone Murphy for the win, and I did put him in another parlay, so I put my money behind it. That's just how confident I am. Dean said, and Dan Ige is fighting at his normal weight class. Yeah, he is, but I still don't see him getting a W.
Hey, bro, can you hear me good or no?
Absolutely.
Can you hear me good, bro? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think this fight is just as simple as this is a new breed coming in, and Lerone Murphy, I got a lot of faith in him. I think he's the truth. Ige, I have a lot of respect for Ige, and I think he's real good. You know what I'm saying? But this is just not the fight for him right here. I feel like Lerone Murphy is gonna stay at the jab. Lerone Murphy, I think, is quicker, but obviously Ige got the more power. But I just feel like Lerone Murphy is he gonna win this fight by decision. I'm not as confident as you are in it, bro, but you know, I'm picking Lerone Murphy though.
Yeah, I feel like Lerone Murphy got more tools in his tool belt too. Dan Ige mostly gonna throw punches. He'll go for the occasional takedown, but Lerone Murphy, he gonna use every weapon available to him, whether it's punches, kicks, flying knees, leg kicks, kicks to the body, kicks to the head, elbows, and I just think he's quicker and definitely more evasive. I think the footwork is going to play a major. The footwork and the speed, I'm relying on. I think he's going to rely on that, and I think it'll be enough. He just got to be defensively responsible. Michael Maloney says KO or bust. I like that because you're right. If no KO, he loses to points. He's not as active as others. Giovanni, thanks for tuning in, Giovanni. Yeah, probably right about that assessment. Yeah, that's what we do over here. We be right. We be right. Um, Dean says Ige. I doubt it. Dean was a full training camp, bro. Dan Ige all day. We'll see. They do call him 50K for a reason. Yeah, I can agree. He also put up, I think, at least 200 plus strikes in that Barboza fight. That's more than normally
Hey,
he normally puts out. Yeah, that's a good point too. That's a
well,
good point too.
I want to say something because I know a lot of people have been criticizing Ron Murphy for not finishing Barbosa. Bro, the man destroyed Barbosa for 5 rounds systematically. He possibly, I don't want to say he lost the first round, but he did eat some shots, though. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight through adversity. Barbosa is a legend, and he actually got the 5 rounds of experience. So, for those of you out there criticizing Ron Murphy for not finishing Barbosa, I feel like that's unjust. I don't think that's right. I don't like that.
I can really only think of like two people that finished Barbosa. It was Khabib and Justin
JT.
Gaethje, and also too, he ate that nasty up kick. He ate
Yeah.
that nasty. I think that was Barbosa's highlight of the fight. Right in
Yep.
the mud. All right. Anything else you want to add?
No.
It's gonna be kind of sad to see Dan Ige get knocked out of the top 15.
Yeah.
Next up, feature bout. This is for the number one contendership for Alex Pereira's belt, light heavyweight. We got Magomed Ankalaev versus Aleksandar Rakic. Magomed 19-1-1. He had that draw with Jan Blachowicz. He has 11 KOs, 6 first round finishes. Aleksandar Rakic is 14-4 with 9 knockouts, 1 submission, 8 finishes in the first round. This is kind of simple for me to break down. I'm going Magomed Ankalaev in this fight. He should win for the simple fact that he's more well rounded, but you don't know if he's going to use his wrestling. Aleksandar Rakic on a 2-fight skid. He hasn't won a fight since 2021, but that was the leg injury. He sat out for a while. First fight back was against
Yuri.
Prohashka. Prohashka pretty much got his ass whooped till he knocked him out. And I don't want people to sleep on Rakic. Rakic could very well win this fight. But I just feel like Ankalaev, if he uses wrestling, then he should be able to cruise to a decision.
As much as this pains me to say, because I really, really, really want to pick Rockit.
Yeah, me
I
too.
just feel like Ankalaev is a better fighter. It's that simple. And plus, Ankalaev has a clear track to the title now. You feel me? Like he knows that if he win this fight, he getting the title shot. They're not going to deny him no more. I feel like with that motivation, plus fighting over there, in front of his people, I just feel like Ankalaev is going to be extremely motivated for this fight. He got title implications, if you win this fight. I think he gonna win by decision. The Russians must really grew up wrestling bear cubs, yo. Yeah, they do. They honestly do.
Yeah, you can find the videos of it.
Yeah, I got Ankalaev winning this by decision. Rockets, not to take nothing away from him. I just felt like wrong time, wrong place, basically.
Hey man, Ankalaev looked like a hold on, let me clean that
Muslim
up.
Abraham Lincoln,
He looks like a version of Abe Lincoln.
the Muslim version.
You just got to choose up, down, left, or right.
Hey,
Hey, so here we go right here. Co-main event in the middleweight bout. I feel like the winner of this should get a championship fight versus the winner of the
hey,
champion.
bro,
What's happening?
after you set this up, I want to go first on this one.
All right, go ahead. But so we got
So,
Robert Whitaker, the Reaper. 27-7, 11 KOs, 5 submissions, 7 first round finishes versus Khamzat Boris Chimaev. 13-0, 6 KOs, 5 subs, 8 of them in the first round. Robert Whitaker is a staple in the middleweight division. Only 2 people ever beat him in this division: Israel Adesanya and Dricus
Israel
Duplessis.
Adesanya.
And I feel like Robert Whitaker won that second Izzy fight, but that's a debate
Stop
for
it.
another day.
Stop
That's a
it.
debate. Rewatch it, bro. This is a highly anticipated fight. It was supposed to happen when they were in Abu Dhabi a few months ago. Khamzat pulled out. Ikram Aleksandar stepped in and got knocked out. Robert Whitaker is a beast. One of my favorite fighters in the UFC. Khamzat Chimaev is a beast. I'm gonna let you take it away though, because I'm about to get carried away.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't always the biggest Bobby Knuckles fan, but after that last knockout against Ishmael Aleksandar, I was a huge fan. I texted my brother. I said I'm officially now a huge Bobby Knuckles fan, and he texted me back, "Damn, bro, it took you so long. Or you super late or something like that." But
Welcome to the party, pal.
Chimaev, he's gonna probably try to use his wrestling and get him down. But the only thing, yeah, but trust me, Chimaev do like standing and banging. And I feel like he do want to prove a point, but eventually he will try to use that wrestling and try to get Bobby Knuckles down. Bobby Knuckles, in my opinion, has one of the best takedown defenses in the game. His sprawls are pretty nasty. He drops them hips down real quick, and you just can't get them legs. I feel like standing up, I honestly would give the edge to Whitaker because I feel like he's more technical. He got the angles. He'll set you up. If you look at the Aleksandar knockout, the way he baited him and with the feints and setups, that was pretty nasty to me. So the key thing for me here is it's 5 rounds. Yes, 5 rounds. I haven't seen Chimaev in a 5-round fight. He usually comes out strong, but tends to kind of fade, after like the second half of round 2, round 3, or whatever. So I'm gonna go with Bobby Knuckles to win this. He's gonna lose the first 2 rounds, rounds 1 and 2, and he's finna win rounds 3, rounds 4, and rounds 5, and take the decision. And then he gonna fight for the belt next against the winner of Strickland and Duplessis.
Man, if Robert Whitaker get this finish, we're gonna blow the roof off this crib. Because we big Bobby Knuckles fans over here. Khamzat has looked every single bit of a destroyer as he's advertised. His first 2 months in the UFC, he had 3 wins in 2 months, all of them in the first round. Hadn't even absorbed a strike. This is definitely one of the most looked forward to fights of all year. Highly anticipated. This fight could be a main event anytime on any card, belt or no belt. You get what I'm saying? They could even put a BMF on this right here. And I love the fights where the stakes are really high. It's crazy to me that Khamzat is 13. I don't know if it's because of inactivity, but just the anticipation and the jitters that you get from a fight that you're looking forward to so much and you don't know who's going to win, that's what makes it even better. That's a close fight prediction. Watch them judges. Yeah, man, I ain't thinking about that. Stamina is a factor. Also agree on that. Mike said, give Bones grace, Zay. That was back when he wasn't right. He knows about Knuckles now. Straight up. Oh, man. Khamzat is going to come out like a bat out of hell. He going to go for this takedown. I feel like the reason why he gassed is because he expends all of his energy trying to get you out of there. If this fight sees around 3, then Robert Whitaker is definitely my choice. Khamzat did show that he has a chin. He got that dog in him. I feel like Robert Whitaker has shown that he can be finished. But Khamzat, I don't know, man. I'm on the fence with this one right here.
You got to pick, bro. You got to pick.
Yeah, I know I do.
Bro, wait, why you picking? Did you see that look in his eyes, bro? At the weigh-ins yesterday or today?
Which one?
Bobby Knuckles.
Yeah, he been looking pretty intense, right?
Yeah, because
I
it's like
feel like,
I watched the press conference, right, and he was so smiley, so happy, but
but at
it's
the
like a
same time,
switch.
I saw the intensity in his eyes until somebody asked him a question.
What they asked him?
I'm saying, like, when people ask him questions, he turned into
Oh
like nice, polite Robert Whitaker.
yeah.
But then when he just chilling, it's like he been mean mugging, and I feel like that's the same intensity he brought into the last fight. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, last fight he was so intense.
He said, yeah, Aleksandar just inherited what I had for Islam. I
Yep.
mean, not Islam, Khamzat. I think I'm gonna go Robert Whitaker. I think he gonna derail the hype train. You convinced me with that last little speech right there. Robert Whitaker, he just got us to weather the storm, man. If he could weather the storm, thing is that I don't like is I feel like it was too easy for DDP to get that sloppy takedown and keep him there and ground and pound him. You get what I'm saying?
That is true.
But I don't know if that's because he wasn't expecting it, but he knows what Khamzat is trying to do. But I just don't want a lot of times when you fight a wrestler, it stifles your offense. You kind of like are afraid to throw because you don't want to open yourself up for the takedown. So if that happens, then he gonna be in for a rough night because Khamzat definitely got power too. I'm gonna go Bobby Knuckles, man. He just gotta survive them first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I like what Ivani said. First you say Whitaker a little pumped at the weigh-ins. But I like this comment here. He needs to take him into the deep waters of the 4th and 5th rounds. Exactly. That's the key right there.
And if he get it to those rounds, I don't think the judge is gonna be needed.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing a lot about Khamzat lacking discipline and whatnot, as far as like hiding Snickers bars in his drawer while he trying to cut weight.
For real.
Yeah, definitely. I've been hearing that a lot. So
yo, let's go, Bobby Knuckles. Bro, me and you never been so united on a Bobby Knuckles fight ever, bro.
First time for everything. Next thing you know, goddamn Trump and Kamala gonna get married.
Yo, hey, I watched that wedding all day.
I go. All right. Last but definitely not least, one of the most highly anticipated bouts. I ain't gonna say in UFC history. I'm probably doing too much, but hey, you got the champion, El Matador, Ilia Topuria versus Max Blessed Holloway, former UFC featherweight champ, current BMF champ, future Hall of Famer. Ilia Topuria, 15-0, 5 KOs, 8 submissions, 9 of those finishes coming in the first round. Max Blessed Holloway, 26-7, with 12 KOs and 2 submissions. This fight right here, everybody's going Ilia, but I think I'm gonna go with Max. But the key to this fight, Ilia does have really good boxing. Holloway has good boxing. I feel like both of them have been called the best boxers in the UFC. But when you got Teddy Atlas saying you're the best boxer in MMA, I feel like you got to go with his opinion. You get what I'm saying? And Teddy Atlas says that about Ilia Topuria. He's very impressive. I saw he caught my attention when he fought John Herbert. He took a beating in that fight, ate some head kicks, got dropped, still came back and got one of them. The devastating. That was definitely knockout of that year. Then he submitted Bryce Mitchell. Nobody does that. Demolished Josh Emmett, knocked out Alexander Volkanovski. And now here we are. Max Holloway, his last fight, he coming off the knockout of the year against Justin Gaethje, a weight class up. What concerns me about this fight is Holloway dropping back down to featherweight after he coming off a lightweight fight. I don't know how much that's going to affect his ability to absorb punishment. Max Holloway never been knocked. Well, he was knocked down for the first time in over 30 fights versus Justin Gaethje.
But bro, they didn't count it though.
They didn't count it, but he counted it. I heard him talking here like I don't know why they didn't count it. I definitely got dropped. So Mike said he was so intense. I thought he was camping. Shout out to Hollow the Don, straight up. Trump already has the Kamala prenup ready so he can be first gentleman and get that presidential pass. For the main event, I would say that Max needs to keep him at the end of his punches and watch out for the counters. Ilya is explosive, can be in range to attack in a second. And not just that, but it's crazy because you would think like Max has the size advantage, but their reach is identical, which is weird to me. Like I thought that Max was gonna have the reach advantage, but all of Ilya's knockouts, bro, what did they happen at?
Against the cage, so Max cannot get up against the cage. It's plain and simple, bro.
It's plain and simple. He gotta own the octagon. He gotta own the middle. He can't give up real estate. He can't get funneled into the cage because Topuria has good footwork and he's very good at funneling people into the cage. And when he got their back up against the cage, that's when he unloads. And he loves to go head, body, head. And that last one that's coming to the head is the one that's going to put you to sleep. Volk made a big mistake in his fight because he kept leaning back to avoid the headshots. And what ended up happening was what happens is when you're up against the cage, there's nowhere to lean back to.
Nowhere to go.
I feel like the whole time he's doing them body shots, he's measuring your head. So, and if Max get caught with that, can he eat it? And
nope.
and it's not going to be just a one time thing. If Chael Sonnen said something, that crazy statement, but I agree. Ilya Topuria could be one punch away from ending an era in the featherweight division. Because you knock out Volk, and then you'd be the first person to ever knock out Max. Oh, man. You're going to be on top of the world.
Yep.
But with that being said, I'm going with Max Holloway. I feel like his volume is going to be a problem. He's not going to get tired. I've never seen Ilya in 5 rounds. Max do this. That's what he do. That's what he been doing. I like how Ilya was talking to him all in his face and just jawing off at him at the weigh-ins, and Max was just looking at him, shaking his head like, yeah, okay. And I will never forget when Max Holloway knocked out Justin Gaethje. Ilya Topuria looked like he just witnessed the tragedy, like he did not want to fight this guy. And then he even said, when I win the belt, I'm not fighting Max Holloway. I'm not fighting this guy, that guy. And then he said, only way I'll fight Max Holloway is if the BMF belt is on the line too. And then he said, oh, Max Holloway didn't want to fight me. But it's like, obviously, it's the other way around. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't defend that.
So I'm going with Max Holloway. You want to be the best, and the best is blessed, baby. Max Holloway. And new UFC featherweight champion of the world.
Bro, how's it finna happen now?
It'll probably be a decision.
No way, no how, man. Ilya Topuria is top 3. My favorite fighters in the UFC. I just can't think of 2 other people right now, but he definitely top 3. He's somebody that I've been riding with since the first time I seen him. And you said it. The key is you can't get up against the cage because he will take their head off. You know what I mean? Even the Bryce Mitchell submission that happened up against the cage. It's like, bro, he's the best I've ever seen as far as cutting people off and somehow getting them to go up against the cage.
Yeah, but that's what he wants you, and you still end up there.
Yeah, and like you said, that combo, that body, the head, body, head is so devastating, and just the knockouts that he do have, he puts you out like sleep. You know what I mean? Not sure if he gonna.
My bad. Let me get some of these comments real quick. Giovanni said, "Yeah, everyone who cuts weight isn't the same after losing the extra pounds." Mike Maloney, I don't know what it is, but Max is beating him. I never truly felt that the KO over Volk was legit. I always think about his early return and Islam cracking him. Yeah, everybody think about that, but I try not to discredit him. Volk won the first round in that fight. Yeah, and that's another thing too. He did win the first round. I maybe that knockout he suffered prior affected his chin and his ability to absorb the shot. And then again, he was also cutting back down. So that's something else that they got in common. Yeah, it's a KO. I don't know. Volk might have been compromised. I think he was definitely. So if he does it tomorrow, I'll give it to him legit respect. Yeah, Ilya is super dangerous. Are you ready for Fortnite? I don't know why y'all be trying to get me to play Fortnite.
Might be that's probably for me. Yeah, I'm gonna see you later on tonight, Dean. It's on Fortnite.
Just don't drop your left hand. Keep your guard up. I don't like his ass. Max, my dog. Stop playing. Let's go. About to chug a beer out of hype. Hey man, I'm trying to. My bottle is on E right now, so I need to make a run. Max Holloway by decision or for the knockout. We ain't getting Black Ops 6 if Max don't win. So let's go, Max. Been watching Max since his first fight and always root for him no matter what. Max is a Hall of Famer. Definitely win, lose, or draw. Go for it, bro.
Yeah, I got Topuria winning. I don't think he's gonna put Max out. Bro, certain MMA things I just can't envision. Like John Jones getting knocked out or Max getting knocked out. I don't see Max getting knocked out. He's gonna get dropped though, maybe even twice. But I just feel like Topuria, I would say his boxing is a little bit more cleaner. Max, I thought he would have more of a reach advantage too. Max, his keys to victory is to stay away from the cage and use his footwork to stay away from the cage and also use his jabs too. Topuria, his keys to victory is I would say use the body to set up the headshot and also get him up against the cage, you know.
Topuria got grappling too. He got jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
He just have to really use it.
Yeah, but I don't see that coming into play here because Matt's sprawl game and his takedown defense is pretty good. So I think it's going to be standing for 5 rounds, and I think Topuria going to crack him once or twice and maybe even drop him. And he's going to keep this belt. He's going to hold his belt for years and years. And I don't see nobody taking away from him. I'm going to always pick Topuria. And he's just one of my fighters, and that's pretty much it.
All right,
and
so
still UFC featherweight champion of the world.
One question.
Yo.
Oh yeah, win, lose, or draw. We going live right after the post-fight review show will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. So just tune in. Y'all gonna get our immediate reactions. What I was gonna ask you, bro, is win, lose, or draw. Whoever wins this fight, who's the next contender? Should it be Diego Lopez or does he need one more and should it be Volk? I want to know what y'all think too in the comments. Who y'all think should be the next contender for the featherweight belt? Volkanovski or Diego Lopez?
This is an easy one for me, bro.
Left leg equals to John Herbert when he landed. How wild would that be? You got a point there.
It got to be Diego Lopez. Volk got knocked out 2 straight fights. I don't want to see him fight for a belt. Get out of here.
Hey, you know Michael Maloney be on his MMA.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good fight for sure. Did someone say John Jones? November, John Jones versus Stipe. Bet we here. Appreciate it, Mike Maloney. Y'all hit the like and subscribe. Yeah, Max did discover that spinning kick. If Max Holloway wins, then Volkanovski should fight him. But if Topuria wins, then Diego Lopez needs to knock him out. I say this. I do not want to see Max and Volk again. but I can see them making it happen. But if Max win, I think it's gonna hold Volk up because they fought 3 times already.
Man, Volk need to get a fight and not get knocked out and then come back, man. Like his last 2 fights, he got finished. Why are we talking about Volk getting even title shot? You see, it shouldn't even be in the question. It shouldn't even be a conversation right here. You know. Hey,
also y'all tune in a show we do called Body Shot. We've been dropping them every Saturday, with the exception of today, because today is all about the pay-per-view tomorrow. But Body Shot conversation: should Volkanovski get a title shot?
Yeah, we'll talk about
that. We'll talk about it on that because I want to argue with you for a minute.
Hey, I do gotta acknowledge the last event, UFC 307. My brother did beat me on the fights. I picked 5 fights, right? Yeah, I picked 5. He picked 9. So right now the total is Bones at 68, Zay at 72.
Yeah. All right. So anything else you want to add about this card?
Bro, I'm looking forward to it. One thing I always love about these cards is looking in the audience and seeing all the sheiks and just all the high rollers in attendance. It's just
I got one question.
What
time is too early to start drinking tomorrow?
Prelims at 9 or prelims at 10, right?
Yeah.
Start at 9:30. Man, 10 o'clock.
Good answer. That's why I come to you for advice.
Yeah, man.
8 a.m. Mike Maloney. All right, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, check us out tomorrow after the fights. Like, subscribe, check out the channel. Until then,
tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. We'll be back.
See y'all later, man. Peace. Appreciate it.
If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and the best is blessed, baby.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. Keep it clean. Touch gloves if you wish. Let's do it.
Straight Talk MMA, hosted by Zay Bones, the MMA Brothers.